If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is August the 12th, 2022, and today the topic is Just Do It. Well, first I want to say my apologies, everybody, for recording a little bit later than usual, but I'm here right out of bushy tail to give you all the juice this morning. Long story short, I must have pressed snooze or something on my alarm. So by the time I did get up, it was like after 5, and yeah, but like I said, I had to go ahead and get up and see what the Lord wanted to, give me and say with me, for me, and through me today. And so here we are saying, just do it. Just do it. As for yesterday, not too much happened. Ran an errand, tried to catch up on some, different housework tasks, doing tons of laundry basically, because I need to sort through like all of my stuff, and so all of my stuff and NJ's stuff. So I'm just like washing everything, so then that way, if anything goes in a giveaway or to sell or whatever the case is, it can be clean. So I was just tackling all of this laundry yesterday as well, with my little helper. um, and then outside of that, the only other thing I did a good old unboxing because I received my order from TTC Boutique, where not only did I receive my items, but I got another dress from TTC Boutique. She threw another dress in that I did not order, which is fabulous. It's a fabulous dress. And actually, it's the dress that she was wearing when she came on the show. So if y'all remember that, she put that dress in there. And she also gave us some coffee. I told you all that she started a coffee business, so I think I did. If not, then I'm telling you now, she started a coffee business as well. And so I've given that to hubby because he's more of a coffee person than me. But hopefully we'll find out real soon what he thinks of it and whatnot. But regardless, I'm looking forward to hosting some brunches and having events where I can have her coffee and tea there and all of that. So hopefully, it's on my radar. That's all I'm saying. It's on my radar. So speaking of yesterday, right? I know we went into this big old chat and we engulfed ourselves in what to do for growth and expansion, right? Or was it something like that? Or expansion and overflow? That's what it was. Expansion and overflow. And I guess I had to put that to the test in my own life yesterday. I think I told you all, at least those that know me personally, as well as those that tune into the after show. I think I went a little deeper and share with you guys about some of the different faith moves, and whatnot. And basically, long story short, I'm making some. There's basically going to be some increases across the board when it comes to my team and everything like that. And and so upon agreeing and offering, right, increases and whatnot, that means that, Lord, I'm going to need to increase, right, and everything like that. And again, when I'm looking at my account, it's like, oof, but at the same time, I'm just like, well, Lord, this is a faith move. This is something that, I have to step out on faith and believe that you're going to take care of this like you do everything. And so, yeah, how could I share with you guys yesterday about what to do for expansion and overflow and then be placed with, the choices to expand and whatnot and not just do it, right? So yeah, I had to make some faith moves yesterday, and I did. And we're gonna see what the Lord do with those different faith moves that I had to make. and that I chose to make and whatnot. And believing on him and everything like that. And so that is ultimately what the inspiration was today. After I listened to my prayer meditation, and it was reminding me that, I'm beautifully and wonderfully made, and I'm special to God, and all those different things. Um, you know, Ultimately, yeah, that's what came across my heart and mind. Um, just basically, I guess I felt like God was asking me the question about, like, well, what did you do yesterday? And I was like, well, Lord, I made some faith moves. And so I feel like that's the moment he's like, aha, topic for today. So yeah, y'all, I'm telling y'all to make faith moves too. I'm out here making faith moves, and yeah, trusting and believing in God and sharing my testimony along the way. And so yes, I am, and putting that on y'all as well. Anybody listening to the sound of my voice, if you're listening to this today, then this is your reminder and your encouragement to get out here and make faith moves and trust in the Lord. So yeah, just do it. Just do it. I'm believing God to provide. I'm believing God to, again, increase and expand and overflow and all these things, in order for me to do the things that I have agreed to do. And as well as, hearing a word from the Lord, right? And acting on it, right? And that as well. So, like I said, we're going to see what the Lord do with all of this. But let's get into the Bible, right? Let's get into the Bible and whatnot. Well, first let me hit some definitions. So I did look up the definition of the word go and then of the word do. So the word go says move from one place to another, travel. And then the second definition of the word go says leave or depart. And then the word do, it says perform an action, achieve, or complete. So go and do. What stood out to me the most in that definition for the word go is the word move. It's like, again, just do it. I had to, again, when I was sitting there debating about should I make the faith move or not. I know there's things I want to do. Y'all know that it's my birthday month. Y'all know what my hair has been looking like, especially those of y'all that watch the Juice. I want to get my hair done at least before my birthday. I probably should get it done before next week because I'm supposed to go to an event. But yeah, that's something that I want to do. And I would have to move some things around to be able to do it at this very moment. But regardless, right? I was left with, what I had agreed to and what and I had enough to do what I had said I was going to do. And so in faith, I was like, let me go ahead and do what I said what I was going to do. Let's stay on track. Let's stay consistent. I said I was going to do this, so let me go ahead and do it. And here we are, but again, I obviously I'm debating about it because I could have held on to, some of those funds for a little longer or tried to, sometimes we try to hold on to things that we know we should just go ahead and let go of. But yeah, so I was at that crossroad moment yesterday, but I was like, you know what? I'm trusting the Lord to provide. I'm out here telling the people that, hey, this is what we need to do to get the overflow and expansion and all that type of stuff. So I got to make the faith move. I got to trust that God is going to provide. I got to trust that God is going to do it, right? When I do it, he's going to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I made my faith move and honored my agreement, right? Same for another moment that happened yesterday. I was hearing word from the Lord, and I was faced with the choices whether I was going to, make some moves accordingly, or was I going to doubt it and all of that type of stuff. And so eventually I was like, well, I'm gonna make the moves. Hopefully, the Lord will honor that. You know what I mean? He'll see that I did what I could, what I had, and that will be room for him to move, right? And so, yeah, just those definitions alone, I believe, should encourage and inspire us to do what they both say, to go and to do. But yeah, now let's finally get into the Bible, right? Because I know y'all are like, all right, you done told your opinion, you done told us what the world got to say. So what does the Lord have to say about doing it, right? Matthew 7:7 says, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. It's telling us several ways to put our faith in action. Um, Putting our faith in action can be in the form of asking, right? Um, he says it's going to be given to you, so ask, right? Now, again, now things may not happen when we want, you know, things may not happen when we think or the way that we think, right? But I believe, again, based on what I've experienced in my life, that in accordance to this verse right here, it says, ask and it will be given to you. So if it's something that's alongside of the will of God, then, just go ahead and expect to receive it. And ask. Yes, ask. And expect to receive it. So that's one thing there. It says here, seek and you will find. Again, I know this kind of makes me think about my people that, there may be non-believers or whatever the case is, or the people that are struggling with that and whatnot. I mean, seek and you will find. Take the time, seek the Lord for yourself, and I believe that he will reveal himself to you. That's what I see there. And then knock and it will be open to you. Again, there's different doors of opportunity, as they say, doors. Go for it. Knock on the door. The ones that are for you will be open to you. So, yeah, just do it, y'all. Just do it. Let's keep going. James 1:22 through 24. It says, but be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man who looks intently at his natural face in a mirror and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. So, yeah. I mean, this morning, the first part of that verse is what stood out to me the most. And it's saying to us to be doers of the word and not hearers only. Because if we are hearers only, basically we are deceiving ourselves. And it goes on to tell us what, people with hearer only, what that looks like. So yeah, again, if I hear a word from the Lord, right, telling me that, hey, these are the things you can do for expansion and overflow, right? And then I'm presented with, choices to expand and whatnot. And then I doubt, I fear, I let those things get in the way of what the Lord already told me. Then, I'm going to be stagnant. I'm going to be stuck. I'm going to be right there where I was before I got the information, right? So, again, we're going to see what the Lord do with all of these things. But regardless, it's like I have to make the faith move. If I've heard a word from the Lord, right, and then after I hear the word from the Lord, I'm faced with the decision and the choice to trust God on what he said or not, then I just would say it behooves us to go ahead and trust the Lord. And be a doer, right, of the word that I have heard. So, let me go ahead and keep on going, because I know we at the 6, so let me keep on going. James 2:22, it says, you see, faith was active along with his works, and faith was completed by his works. So, again, I know we talk about this whole work and faith thing all the time. I mean, even when I came up with the idea of faith moves, because I'm like, well, I made faith moves yesterday, Lord. And he said, aha. I was like, well, I already used the topic back. I already named the episode Faith Moves back in the day, even though I felt like it was different, because I was like, faith moves is what I made. I wasn't saying telling people to faith move by faith like I was last time. But regardless, basically they go hand in hand. We gotta be, we gotta be active. We can't just hear it and don't do nothing about it. We can't just, again, pray and not do nothing about it. You gotta pray, hear the word, pray, ask God, and do it, and just do it and trust him and everything like that. And if I needed anything to reiterate what God has showed me today, let's go ahead and get into the Bible verse of today, y'all. And that is Psalm 34:8. It says, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Friends, look, that confirmed it for me today, that the Lord has given me this word. If you're listening to the sound of my voice today, then hey, just do it, whatever it is. If the Lord has set forth choices and opportunities and doors, go ahead and knock on them. Go ahead and open up the doors. of opportunity, the windows. Make the faith moves that you need to make, and see the Lord work. See the Lord work in your life. That's all I'm doing in my life, and you know what? That's the juice. That is the juice today. Y'all can go deeper and check out the Go Deeper section and let it marinate on your heart, souls, and minds. If I'm not mistaken, today is Friday, y'all. Today is Friday, and that means that a new episode of God, Sex, and Love, the talk show, will be going live at 7 p.m. It is a chat with Miss Karen Freeland, and I know that we've been hyping up her life coaching services and whatnot, but the real tea is in her book. She's written a very provocative book. If I'm not mistaken, it's like called The Ins and Outs of My Vagina. Ooh, y'all better go and check out the episode tonight. Go check out the episode tonight and learn more about her book as well as her life coaching services and everything else she has going on. But yes, y'all, that is all I got to say to my podcast people. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for listening. And I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.
Hey y'all, I'm Nyla O'Neal with Anchor Providing Institute. We're located at 737 South Hill Street in Griffin, Georgia. Look, this program was birthed out of a will to help and push you closer to your dream, customizing each and every learning path for each and every student, giving you hands-on education with myself and other teammates. We're here to help you and drive you to be the best version of yourself. Look, we're a 12-week program, and it will be vigorous, but it will be worth the work. Put the work in, you will see it in the end. We are dedicated to seeing you not only finish our program, but to get certified. We are an accredited school through the National Phlebotomy Solutions, and we are so ready to meet each and every one of you. Contact us today.